Welcome back. I'm Angry Television. So today I'm going to be addressing a couple things. One of them, we're going to be going over Might As Well Be Mac. We've been talking shit to each other back and forth. Not too much has been said, but I did invite him to my private server on Discord so we can kind of clear up the cheating allegations. I'm going to be covering that in this video. I'm also going to be talking about something Scump said about a year ago about 2boxing and VPNs. He doesn't mention cheating. We're going to be going over that. So let's go ahead and dive into this. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to talk about this right here. Now, this whole situation with, I think it was the cheating video before the last, I called out a guy. His name was Might As Well Be Mac. Now, he reacted to my video. Out of the 3 streamers, Attacks GG and then Might As Well Be Mac got into the comments of the video, and they said stuff to some of the people that were leaving comments, some people that were fans of the channel, and that's fine. That's to be expected. Galaxy didn't respond. Galaxy doesn't want to respond. He doesn't want anything to do with this. He wants to stay as far away from it as possible. He wanted it to start and end at the controller. He's not interested in doing anything else, showing you a setup, doing a sit-in. He doesn't want to do any of that, okay? You can make of it what you want. You can decide for yourself. It's all subjective anyway. I can't prove anything to you. Even if I told you the truth and I had the actual evidence, people are they're gonna make excuses up. They're going to say whatever they want to say. They're going to believe whatever they want to believe. But here, this is what I want to talk about. I invited Might As Well Be Mac to my private server. And as you can see, he did slide into the server on 8/13 of 2026. He sent me a direct message. Let me see if it's on here. You know, I invite him to my server a couple times here. He says, "What's up, little man?" Little? Brother, that's not a way to start. Now, it doesn't really matter to me, but I'm pretty sure I'm bigger than you, Mac. I mean, you tell me. I'm 5'9", 180. You tell me. And then also, I'm also older. Like, I have 3 kids, bro. Like, you're really not on my level. You're just not. Have children and come talk to me. And your dog doesn't count. He slid into the server and I told him, I was like, hey, I have an idea. If you really want to put to rest the cheating claims, we can make this happen, but you have to be transparent. We have to look at your setup. The only real way to do that is to do a screen share, launch the game with everything you use in stream. We open Task Manager. What we do is we look for odd files that start running once the game opens. We look at installed apps. We have to look at both PCs. I document everything, and then you play the game like normal. This is all recorded. I published the video talking about how you're not cheating. And what this does is it creates a lot more trust within the Call of Duty community. I'm open to working with you. I tried this with Galaxy and he wanted it to end at the controller. He was so against doing anything else that he even blocked me on Twitch. This is the real thing, guys. I mean, his moderator, Mitch, blocked me on everything. I can still watch his YouTube, but he doesn't really respond to YouTube stuff. And I tried to request an unban. I was like, hey, look, you know, let people think what they want. I didn't do anything wrong. You know, if you want to be mad, be mad. But I mean, the truth is you didn't want to show anything except your controller. You didn't want to do a sit-in. You didn't want to do a screen share. You didn't want to come to a public place where you would have been safe. You know, there was options. There was obviously other things we could have done. So this is just an example of what we could do. I don't even need to use any desk or screen share. Like, I don't need to remote into his PC. He can literally screen share and just open these things on his own. Like, I don't need to have control of his PC. I understand how somebody might feel uncomfortable with that. That's fine. But what this does, guys, is he never responded. This was back on August 18th. Now, I don't have Discord on my phone, so like everything that happens on Discord is exclusively on my PC. So any interaction that I have with this app is through my computer. And I'll be completely real with you guys. I'm even new to Discord. I don't even know completely how it works. I kind of live under a rock, okay? I am not your typical. I'm an unorthodox gamer. I don't really follow trends, if that makes sense. I don't even have social media. I don't have Facebook. I don't have Twitter. I don't have TikTok. I don't have Snapchat. I don't have any of that stuff. As far as social media, this is as far as I go. Hell, I don't even have a LinkedIn. All right, that's how serious it is with the social media stuff. YouTube and Discord is as far as social media that I got. That's as much as I got in that aspect. Now, I invited him to the server. He hasn't responded. Now, I'm sure he sees it. I'm sure, I don't know. I think it would tell me if he left the server, but You know, this is all I can do. You know, when I say this, maybe he'll respond, maybe this video will get to him and he'll try to make a decision on whether or not he wants to actually do this. But like this, I'm serious about this stuff, guys. I'm not like, I don't like personally, I have nothing against Might As Well Be Mac. I don't care. I really don't. I just want to know like what's happening. What is he doing different? And there's this whole conversation that Call of Duty is the easiest game to shoot people in. It's literally the easiest first-person shooter on the market. Well, which one is it? Do you have to play as much as Might As Well Be Mac? Because if it was that easy, I feel like everybody could do it, right? But that's just not the case. I have literal video footage of the game and the way that I'm playing. I have my controller overlay so you could see what I'm doing with the sticks. You know, what are these guys doing to get that sticky aim? What are they doing in the settings? What are they doing actively on their controller? I want to know these things because I feel like even guys that are pro players, they don't aim like that. But all these solo quad guys seem to just snap, shoot, and destroy their dudes while talking to chat all at the same time. Like, I'm just saying, like, there wasn't this skill gap until BO6, and then all of a sudden, you just saw that skill gap open. And it's BO6 where I started all these videos, started talking about skill-based hit detection and all this crazy aim mechanic stuff, right? Call of Duty's in a weird place, and they've been in the weird place for some years now. I know Modern Warfare 4 is right around the corner now. Something I want to talk about, and I feel like this is all interconnected. Activision, these streamers, they're all just like in cahoots. You know, it's all just, this is, I'm not really big on, I like conspiracy theories, and I don't like drawing up conspiracy theories. I don't like being the guy that says, oh, look at this, you know, but it is kind of odd to me that nothing really happens to these streamers, these solo quadders that get invited to COD Next. Hell, I haven't been invited to anything Call of Duty. I'm not big enough. I'm really not that surprised, but I would love to go test the game. I would love to have a beta code to try the beta, but I can't. Like, apparently everybody else has been able to play the game, but unless you pre-order, like, you can't. And they're wondering why their beta numbers are down. I was like, well, because it's not an open beta, bro. Like, why are we making videos about the numbers on the beta? Not everybody was able to play, and there's smart people out there that don't pre-order the game. They're gonna wait, maybe wait until it goes on sale or something, because I don't think I want to play. I want to pay $70-80 for a Call of Duty game until I have some more information on it. At least play the game. And it was tempting. I was like, do I want to pre-order? You know, this is my channel, but I'm not going to. I don't want to pre-order the game, to be honest. I don't even know if I'm going to buy the game at all. I'm just being real with you. I might just, you know, see after the integration to Warzone to see how it is. I'll be real with you. I don't even want to play Warzone in the state that it's in and the way that it's playing. And I've even thought about just not playing it until MW4, until the integration, but we'll see. You know, it's funny to me that Activision just will not do anything about this. Scump actually did a video. It wasn't, I forget, I think it was like a couple years ago or something. But I'll show a clip of the video. But he talks about what's wrong with Call of Duty, but he doesn't mention cheating.
Nowadays, to get good fucking pub gameplays, you have to 2-box, or you have to VPN to Nicaragua, or you got fucking, like, dude, it's just insane, bro. I could sit there for 5 hours and just be in skill-based hell.
Yeah, dude, there's a kid that he uploads almost every day about him getting a triple nuke. And people are watching it like, dude, you're the best. And I'm like, are you guys really serious right now? Like, this guy's shooting people just like
crouched looking the other way.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, he's not even having fun.
No, there's no way. There's no way. I don't know how people do it, but something's fishy.
2-box.
Something is fishy.
2-box, VPNs.
Like, he doesn't mention cheating at all, which was really weird to me. And I have a theory, but it's like he talks about VPNs and 2-boxing. It's all just VPNs. It's just 2-boxing and VPNs. That's how they're doing it. And like, why are we not talking about the cheating situation in Call of Duty? Why? Especially a guy as big as Scump, somebody at that level in the Call of Duty space. Why are you just talking about 2-boxing and VPNs? That's not even half the issue. So he talks about it, and my theory is that he knows some of these guys. He knows that they all cheat. They probably have a fucking Discord server where they all talk and dial in their settings, and it's all just bullshit, man. Like, it's all bullshit. We fall for it. A lot of these younger guys especially follow these streamers, and and they want to play like them. They're like ambassadors to the brand, and Activision knows it. And yeah, they're shadow bans, but they'll just reactivate them in a week, and they know they have like burner accounts they can use and continue to play. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what gun. Everything's meta for them. Everything's the same, guys. It does not matter. It's all bullshit, all right? Don't fall for it. You know, I think the older people aren't. Some of them are, but it's usually like the Gen Z guys, the Gen Alpha kids. Like, they just eat that shit like it's candy, bro. But I don't know. You tell me what you think. I'm at a crossroads. You know, I know this isn't typically the content. This isn't really the content you probably want. But, you know, sometimes I'm going to have in between videos. I'm still researching a few things. I have a couple projects, a couple ideas, and a couple of people that I'm looking at. But, you know, making these videos, there's a lot of R&D, guys. There's a lot of research and development, and then, you know, there's post-production and putting everything together. It's, you know, it's harder than you think. I wish I could just throw these videos together in a day, but unfortunately it's not that simple. Sometimes I wonder, like, these other channels, like these other, like Blame Truth, The Rick, Fully, Exclusive Ace, I wonder how they able to just push out videos constantly. I can't do that. But guys, that's going to do it for this one. If you liked it, hit the thumbs up for me. Talk shit down in the comments. Until the next one, I'm out of here.